welcome to Sportsball.
It's a sports ball.
It's the holidays. We got Christmas trees. We got presents.
We got trees. We got presents.
And we're doing it because it's Christmas. It's so exciting. I'm so happy. I'm like thrilled to have a very special guest on. But before
very
I get
special
to them,
in all the definitions of the word.
All of them. I'm your host, Tyler Coe, joined by...
I'm Jack Patillo.
And our guest.
John Reisinger. Sports extraordinaire and expertise.
Dude, I'm excited to have you on the show, man. I've been wanting to do this since day one. I've been telling the folks John knows his stuff.
Since day one? You were trying to ruin your show from day one?
Yes,
is that what the game was? It's the long con, everybody. We're here. We've made it.
Stay tuned, folks. It's going to be a long one.
It's going to be fun. No, this is going to be a lot of fun. So thank you for joining us. Really appreciate that.
Yeah.
We're going to put you on the spot today.
Don't make any more references to that. We don't need to say that. Yeah, that joke's
your
been
show,
done.
John.
Let's put that away.
John, that's your show.
Right?
That is my show.
Good Lord. All right, also
that's
joining
John's
us,
show.
as always, these two goons, Cole and Nick, our stat guy.
My
What's
assistant's
going on?
back. Yep. Couldn't get rid of me.
He is.
Why does Cole have two microphones?
He's got a lot of shit going on.
Har.
Cole literally has two microphones attached to him.
Why don't you have two microphones?
Is he giving a press conference right now?
Yes.
He might later.
Maybe.
Booth, can we get Cole another microphone by the end of the show? Like maybe like 2 or 3? Like we could totally make that happen.
We can load him up like when you see Obama at the podium.
That's what I mean. And then at the end of the show, he's going to give an address.
Yes.
That's what we're going to do. State of the Union by Cole. I think that's great.
State of Sportsball.
You ever seen that one where the lady,
it's a pretty nice union.
She's a little tiny lady and she's at the podium and she was barely above and one asshole came and put his last recorder right in front of her face.
I'd be
Let's
that
hook
guy.
that up for Cole, yes. All right. If you guys want to get in touch with us, as always, you know that you can call, text the show. We want you guys to at this number right below.
Is that your phone number?
That is, no, it's Jack's phone number.
We can give your phone number.
Yeah,
I have your phone number. Let's just go and get it directly to Tyler.
There we go. All right, so please call and text. Remember, we're going to need those texts at the end of the show, so get them in. Also, if you want to tweet the show at #Sportsball, got our man Jack and our man Cole checking those throughout the show. It's going to be a lot of fun. And, of course, this box in front of me is Stance. This show is brought to you by Stance and some other things. We'll get to that later
Stance
on.
does socks.
They do.
Stance does socks, John. Yes, they do. Very excited about that.
I've already gotten one thing right on this show. Let's
So
get
does
a
our
tally
store.
going.
Our store
I'm
does socks as well.
Yeah, see, you're going to
Yeah.
be great.
What was that, Cole?
Our
he's
store
got a
does
third
socks as well.
I like you got like the conventional, just silver microphone. We have a Bob Barker microphone. Make that the next one.
I only have so many hands.
Yes, every time we go back to Cole, I want there to be another microphone or you're all fired. I'm looking at you, Mary.
We got lapels. We've got all kinds of other stuff. Can we get a GoPro on him?
Yes, we can try and do that. We'll
Load
talk
him
to
up.
live action.
Let's load him up.
All right, now before we get started, we like to correct ourselves on this show a lot because we get a lot of stuff wrong. That's why we have a team full of people.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I mean, it happens. Rarely does it happen, but
I
sometimes
have not
it
been
does.
wrong in this show yet.
Not yet. You have not. You're doing really good. Just
You got the socks things right.
Give it a little.
You're 1 for 1 right now.
So last week we were talking about the all-important question, the question that was sweeping the nation: is a horse a person?
People.
We got into that debate. It was a big debate, Tom.
What was the end result?
Well, here's the thing. I'm going to explain it right now.
Okay.
Let him talk, John. Jesus Christ.
It's like his show. Yeah, it's like we interrupt you.
We're passing.
Yeah, I get to be the guest. I don't need the fucking host.
Oh God.
Wait, can I swear on this? Right?
Yes,
Joel's
you can.
on this show. Yeah, of course you can swear.
So yeah, we were asking the question last week: can horse be people? And a lot of you guys out there, you reminded me that we already have proof that yes, horse can be people. Of course they can.
Oh.
Yeah. We haven't had that joke in a while.
Which one's
Let's bring
which?
it back.
Oh, Sarah Jessica Parker there. She was the one on the left.
That's why you had the fucking carrots. You just spit all over your iPad.
That's a big chunk on his iPad.
Broadcast iPad.
Oh. That's a communal iPad too. That's
That
not just
is.
you.
Well, it never works, but
I wonder
hopefully we'll
why.
I think by like nature's rights, that's your iPad now. Like you've spit carrot on it,
yes,
so
it
it's
is.
almost like peeing
I
on
claim
it.
this. This is mine. All right, so John, I'm gonna give you a rundown on kind of how the show works.
Okay.
As we talk about sports, number one, that's kind of a given. But we go through some rants to start off the show. We get our soapboxes
I
out,
love
put them
ranting.
out there, and I'm gonna rant. Jack is gonna rant, and then you're gonna rant. So that's how that works out. So
gotcha.
I'm gonna show you kind of how it's done. I'm gonna give a rant.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go to Jack, and we're gonna do you. Okay.
You have to hydrate before you rant.
He has a lot of rant power.
That carrot
involved
tastes
in him.
like shit. It was not. No, it was
It's because
not
they told
fun.
you before the show started.
They were like, yeah,
maybe you
should
might
soak
want to
it.
peel the first layer off. It's
We
still
didn't
got,
wash
like,
it. We
dirt
told you
and-
to wash it.
Yeah. Did he not even wash it?
He didn't wash it.
All right. Someone from Missouri tweeted in, if John is a person, a horse is a person. I'm not sure what that means, but
You're majestic,
there you
John.
go.
That's
That
what they're
makes
saying.
I like that
logical
it's still the
sense.
question if John is a person.
If John is a
Let's
person.
keep the mystery going, people.
All right, so here we go. I want to get on to a rant. This has been bugging me for a while, and a lot of you guys probably don't know this, but I'm a huge soccer fan. I know we don't get to talk about it too much. We try and fit it in when
We
we can.
actively tell you
Football?
not to talk about
Yeah,
soccer
we
because
do
no
that.
one wants to hear about
I
soccer.
know. Well, we're going to
according
talk
our
about it
fans.
today because I'm fired up about it. So here's what we're going to talk about: U.S. soccer, the state of U.S. soccer. It's a thing that it's a hot topic. It's been a big debate for a long time. Soccer in the United States. It's one of those things where in this country you have kind of your big three sports. You know, you have your NFL, you have your basketball, you have your baseball. Soccer's kind of an afterthought, but for the rest of the world, it's the world's game. So I want to talk about one of the world's greatest players on the female side of things, male or female for that matter, and Abby Wambach.
Good save. Good save.
Well, no, it kind of goes.
No, I'm
that's
good
a point to
save.
make
It's good.
because
No, it's good.
she's one of the greatest players, regardless of gender.
Right.
So Abby Wambach, if you don't know her, she's international superstar. Plays
Wambach
for
or
the
Wambach?
Wambach.
Okay.
She's like a wombat.
Ah.
She's Wambach.
Perfect.
Abby Wambach. So the women's team last year, they won the World Cup. It was an amazing run to the championship.
US?
They finally got it done. The U.S.,
Yeah,
yes.
They beat the hell out of China,
Yes,
I think, right?
it was.
Or was it Japan?
I think it was Japan.
Okay.
Which was a rematch of the World Cup before. So yeah,
They also won that one.
They did not win.
Or no,
that
they lost that one.
They
won-
lost that in
won
the last-
Neither here nor there about what they won.
They've
Let's get
won a
back
few.
on topic with the rant. So, Abby Wambach, one of the world's greatest players, leader in international goals scored. She's somebody everybody knows or at least recognizes when it comes to soccer. So she is retiring. Announced that this past October
Really?
that she was going to be retiring from the game.
I feel so sad. I just
and-
learned about her.
Yeah, and she just played her last international match, and she hopped on Bill Simmons' podcast to talk about kind of the state of affairs for U.S. soccer, and she didn't really hold back. Abby had some choice words about the U.S. men's national team, specifically its coach, Jurgen Klinsmann, saying, quote, "I would definitely fire Jurgen Klinsmann. I don't think Jurgen and this litmus test on him has worked. He hasn't really focused, I feel, enough on the youth programs." She went on to say, "Although he says he has, I don't think he has. The way he has brought it up in a bunch of these foreign guys is not something I believe in wholeheartedly. I just don't believe in it." So those comments, when they went out, people were pretty fired up because they keyed in on that word foreign. Like, oh my God, Abby's saying no foreign players on the team. That kind of pissed off a lot of people. I mean, she did happen to mention in those comments, she talked about Fabian Johnson and Jermaine Jones, two foreign players who are great stars on the U.S. men's national team. So a few of the players heard about this, including Mix Discaroo, who is a player on the U.S. men's national team.
First name,
Mix.
that's fantastic.
Last name, Discaroo.
It's like a
He
Superman
is
villain.
a Norwegian, and now he holds dual citizenship because his mother was born here in the States, father in Norway. And he had some choice words for Abby after hearing about these comments, saying, "Wow, Abby, I guess there are pros and cons in limiting the base for selection. You have just singled out a few of us, but why? Why are we your oddballs?" He went on to say, "You and I share something that is not unique, but constitutionally earned, which is a birthright to defend this nation as an American." Now, so he's kind of, pumping.
He's
pumping
trumping,
it.
is
Yeah,
what he's doing.
He really is.
He's pulling a Trump.
Only problem is that it's funny coming from a guy who, when he was asked before he came to play for the U.S. team, which country would he end up playing for, Norway or the United States, he said, first come, first serve. That's not being a patriot. That's called being a mercenary. Now, that's neither here nor there. So people are pretty fired up about this topic. So I wanted to split the difference. So you look at what Abby was talking about. And basically what Abby is talking about is, as a whole, U.S. men's soccer is never going to reach the heights of the rest of the world. They're not going to be Brazil. They're not going to be Germany, Argentina. They're not going to be these all-time greats at soccer at the men's level because they don't grow it at home. And the numbers actually back her up. If you look at the sports, and I believe it's the Sports and Information Federation Association, they broke down that in 2014, soccer youth groups and school-based participation had dropped 7.1%. That's almost 1 million kids saying goodbye to soccer last year. That's a really, really big deal. I mean, and if you're wondering where that puts soccer on the sports spectrum, look at the data from that same group shows that soccer is a distant fourth in both men and women. Boys and girls across this country don't really care for soccer. I mean, volleyball, baseball, basketball, higher in girls than it is soccer, which is unbelievable, seeing a women's team win the World Cup, having been as good as they are for so long. So there's a little bit to this in that, if you think about it, kids in this country, when they grow up, or no, when they're kids and like when their parents give them a ball, we all get that. Everybody gets a ball. They're given a ball and it's kind of like a cute tradition, like, oh, one day they're going to grow up and play that sport. Americans don't get soccer balls. They get footballs. They get baseballs. They get basketballs. Why? Because that's what dad watched. Because that's what dad played or that's what mom played. They grew up watching superstars.
So this is a rant about dads.
No,
dads.
This isn't a rant about dads. What it is it's about people being familiar with the thing. Everybody knows who LeBron James is. You know who Mike Trout is. You know who Cam Newton is. You couldn't name me 5 of the best soccer players.
You had me at LeBron, and then you went on to these other names, and it just sucked.
So here's where Mix is right in that he's saying that, we're trying to help the growth of American soccer because Americans love one thing above all else, which is winning. And if you look at those numbers, soccer actually is increased in popularity as far as MLS and global viewership here in the States. I mean, MLS attendance records are being broken every single year and half of the past 3. It's been insane, the popularity of it, but people are not playing soccer because Abby and Mix are both kind of right in the fact that you have to build up a base, a foundation of youth in America for these kids to want to play soccer, but you have to give them something they want to play for. Why would you want to go play soccer if your team never wins? So this is where I think the guy that we all know and love, or at least I hope most of us know and love.
You keep saying we all.
Well, most of us. Landon Donovan probably said it best when he heard about all these comments, and he kind of put it really into perspective. This is what Landon had to say. He said, there's just something more special about all of us being a part of it and growing in it and building it. And if it's win at all costs, that's fine. But in my opinion, it's not win at all costs. It's a win in a way that makes us feel proud. And so I think I get what he's trying to say there. And what he's trying to say is that, listen, it's great that these foreign guys are being a part of the U.S. men's team. They're helping in the World Cup, but they're not helping build soccer in this country. Little kids in Brazil and Germany, they grow up wanting to play soccer. Kids in America don't because they don't have guys like Landon Donovan to look up to. I mean, remember this kick back in 2010 in the World Cup? I remember this kick. This is when I first fell in love with soccer. This was in the World Cup against Algeria. I mean, you guys remember this. You have to. This video that we're about to play very shortly. Remember, this is World Cup, this is Algeria. This isn't like the final minutes. This is an extra time for the U.S. to at least advance into the next round. I mean, this is going down to the wire. Time is ticking off the clock right now. Are they going to get it? You don't know. Guess who scores a goal?
Oh.
Landon Donovan. He's the face of American soccer right there.
Look at him.
It's
He's
unbelievable.
So happy.
Now, you can imagine.
Oh, they're beating him up now.
Now, kids watching that
Why
are
they doing that?
I'm going to go watch
just
Landon
helped.
Donovan. Well, that's what they do in soccer. They pile on a guy.
Yeah.
It's a big deal with the celebrations.
They do that in other
And
places, too.
We're gonna see that later on. But Landon he became the face for soccer, and in 2014 he got left off the World Cup by Jurgen Klinsmann. He left the face of American soccer off the team because I don't know why, to give it to another foreign guy. So my whole point with all this is that it's not Abby being a xenophobe. It's not Mix being some guy saying oh, you're an ignorant American racist like a lot of people like to make us out to be. I think it's more in Landon's comments that you need to split the difference. You need to have kids grow up here in this country who actually want to watch soccer and play for those guys. So that's my rant in some way or form.
Good Lord.
Sorry, that was a long
you had
rant.
slides and quotes and video.
Yeah.
He's
got charts and graphs.
I have charts and graphs. I didn't even really use those.
I gotta say, I love it when people big name people in a position like she was in, when they're on their way out. That's when they pull out all the stops and say,
"Yeah," because she doesn't give a shit.
It's like when Jon Stewart was on his way out, and he was like, "Meh, I don't need to get ratings anymore. I can just kind of say my opinion." It's like I love it when people, because I get it when you're like you're a player in the sport, you're a player on the teams, that kind of thing. You have to be strategic with your words in some cases, and you want to be bold with stuff like that. But you got to look out for yourself. But I love that when she was on her way out, she was like, "Fuck it, I'll say what I think."
That was awesome. I love Abby. She's the best. So Jack.
Good Lord, man. I feel.
Do you have a laser light display?
I feel incredibly inadedequate after that.
Bring in the dancers for Jack.
Yeah. Can we bring out the dancing bears? No, they're not. They didn't have them queued up. Sorry about that. Jesus, I gotta follow that? Really?
No, I mean
you're brutal, man.
If you want to take a break and prop up your feet a little bit,
okay,
we can do an ad read. And speaking of feet, Stance.com. They make your feet look good, and you should put them on your feet. Sir. And you should do it this Christmas because it's awesome. They came out with the Star Wars socks. We've been showing you guys those socks for a while now. They're awesome.
I think I'm wearing my Stance socks today.
Yeah, and they
I
make
totally
them,
am. Yeah.
Not only just Star Wars, but they make them for. I mean, there's all different types.
Look at that blue.
It says Mavs on the
back.
There's
you can get your favorite team.
Mavs.
Anyway.
Yeah, Mavs. You can get your favorite team on them. They're for
the Mavericks.
Yeah.
Mavericks. It's a great Mel Gibson.
They're
movie.
awesome socks. I have them on all the time. I'm getting a bunch after the haul. I'm getting a ton. I've got
Christmas
pairs.
gifts, man.
Hey, wait. If
No. Those are gifts for myself.
For you?
I'm not giving them to
I'm on the
else.
show. I want some Stance socks because they do look
They're
fucking
freaking
awesome.
tight.
Whoa,
So,
get in line, mister.
What?
Get in line.
Hey, where are you sitting?
Oh, and a chair.
Yeah. I'm sitting here. I want Stance socks. Hey, Stance.
Ooh, wow.
Ever heard of a show called On the Spot?
Good Lord. You just roll in. I'm at a loss. Yeah, you're the passenger of this show, man. You're the passenger. Let Tyler drive it.
Tyler just drove it for like a half an hour
I
talking
know.
about
I
soccer.
talked for a long time.
He has like
I'm
3
sorry
pages
about
of
that.
notes.
Yeah,
Jesus.
he kept turning
did.
over more and more pages. Like,
There's a
what
lot
is
to get
this?
to. Yeah, I didn't even get to all of it, but that's okay.
That is
we'll figure
impressive.
out. So, all right,
Wow.
Jack, what's your rant today?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, I want to talk a little bit about something that's been bugging me for a while. Is I am sick and tired of the lack of technology in modern sports right now. We're seeing it more and more now where we're seeing, we see the replays and stuff, and like the NFL's gotten better about it, but we
Have you seen the yellow line they put down
I know,
for
that
the,
thing's been
for the
around for
first
about a
down?
decade now. But I mean, the thing that
Every time blows my mind. Every time.
they
I've seen videos of how they do it, and I'm like, nope, magic. That's all it is.
So I'm saying they have so much technology. They have something like 20 cameras running at all times on an NFL field, something around there. And it blows me away that you can't challenge any play, or you can't challenge any play you want. It has to be a certain kind of penalty and a certain kind of play.
So you want to challenge everything?
I want the ability to challenge anything.
You're really trying to slow down the sport that already has a bunch of stopping moments.
Well, they already have challenges for certain plays. Why not just have the same deal where you have a challenge flag, you have one per half, or you can save what is it? You can save one for the second half if you don't use it in the first half. I don't know if that's how it is.
Well, you can you'll get penalized depending upon.
Yeah. But I mean, so the idea is if they're making incorrect calls, why not take advantage of the tools they have? And we're seeing it now. I mean, like in the MLB, they're actually doing some stuff where they're doing some more replays and whatnot. But like also with MLB, why do we still have umps standing behind the baseball, the batter?
No, that's something I'm going to fight for. There's no fucking way I'm getting rid of those.
Why not? Okay, I've seen this. Like you see in like college, like Little League World Series where they have like this square and they show where the ball goes through. Why not have something where it's like, here is your standard strike zone. It never changes. So when you're seeing these balls that go way wide, it's like, oh yeah, well no, that one was clearly a ball, but he called it a strike. Don't worry, he'll give him another one.
I don't want
That's bullshit.
I don't want a robot though doing that. You
Why
need
not?
the human element.
Robot, no.
I get the
human element is
tradition
error.
side of it. I get the tradition. You are so warm right
Dude.
now in this fucking
So
sweater.
like, here's the thing about
I'm
Austin.
feeling heat just coming off
So
of
like,
you.
I thought this is gonna be bad because I'm like drenched in sweat right now.
You are
Like,
so sweaty.
so like,
Yeah.
here's the thing about Austin, Texas in the wintertime.
It's 80 degrees outside.
74.
It's fucking
74.
hot.
It's 74
Fat
degrees
Austin
outside.
guy
Right
over
light.
here.
Jesus Christ, thank
And I
you.
was like,
You
well, I
haven't
wonder
done a
if he
single
pissed me.
fact this entire episode. The first fact was the weather outside.
I'm the Twitter guy now.
okay.
I got my stat guy here.
No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I get the traditional side because
Yeah.
I was in baseball as a kid and I remember that kind of thing. But I totally agree. It's fucking bullshit that a human can call the wrong call.
Yeah.
On a baseball
and
field.
it's subjective. It's like whatever. But then you see that bullshit where it's like, oh well, he got a ball there, but clearly it was a strike. Don't worry, he'll take care of it later and like make up for those calls. And they do that shit. And it's like, oh yeah, part of the game. Why is that part of the game? Why not reward being correct on the first try? Especially when we have the technology. I mean, there's cameras everywhere. Fox tried doing something with the NHL a while back where they actually had a little glowing puck where it was like during the game you could actually see the puck on the ice because some people had issues being able to see the puck during broadcasts. Yeah. So they actually added a little like glowing thing where you can watch the puck during the broadcast. It ended up becoming too much and it was a little like over the top, so they got rid of it, and I think that's not a bad deal. That being said, why don't they have sensors in baseballs, in footballs, and then you can actually spot exactly where the ball is? When there's a pile of dudes and you can't see the ball, why not have a sensor and know exactly where that thing is? Did it cross the goal line?
They do it at
Why
Top
not put a
Golf.
little sensor
They do
at
it
the
at
goal
Top
line?
Golf.
It happened
The
this-
sensors in the balls.
They do it at Top
They
Golf.
do.
It happened
You
this
do.
week in the college national championship for volleyball, where
yeah?
there were several calls where it was clearly out of bounds, but they were called in, and the announcers were like, "Well, we don't have replay in college volleyball."
Yeah.
but that would have been out, but they called it in, so
Yeah, and it's like,
that's the reality of the
It's
situation.
like, what the hell is the point of that? It's like, clearly, if they can see it's out, they have replays showing it's out,
Yeah.
call it out. Like, go back and fix it, get something right, and so you don't have to put an asterisk next to we'll win. It's like, oh yeah, we won that, but they blew a few calls in our favor or against us or whatever. That drives me crazy. It's like, why can we not step up? We have the technology already in place. Let's use it. Let's get out there and actually use the damn thing.
You ever seen the fantastic Schwarzenegger movie 6th Day?
Yes.
With the football players at the beginning playing what was the football? It was
See, I never saw that one, but that
no, it was like what was that football style that died? It was like X football or
the
XFL.
XFL. It was like
XFL.
Yeah.
And they had like the HUD display on the guys like visor that like showed him like what plays and everything. I want to see that. I want to see hood displays, inside helmets.
I want to see Mutant League football or Blitz in real life.
You need to leave some.
basically.
There needs to be some human error. In it.
Why?
That's what makes it sports. Because life.
Robots
is
on the field now.
No,
That's
John.
the-
No
that's the-
robots.
that's the
Because
beautiful
life
thing.
is fucking tough.
That's the beautiful
That's
thing.
the motto of sports. Life is difficult.
That's the beautiful thing about sports. You put a baseball over the wall, that's a home run. That's a sport. That's something you can mark and measure. Why not be precise with your measurements? Like when you get subjective
Because
stuff.
I like the strike zone because you never know when it's going to change, but it'll be consistent.
terrible.
No, it's part of the game.
Why is that part of the game?
Because Jose Altuve, who's shorter than me, has a different strike zone than somebody who's 6'5".
standardize that shit. For the pros, standardize.
Didn't people who were not white not be able to play the game? Wasn't that what used to be part of the game?
Wait, not white?
Wait.
Yeah, like
No, whites have always been able to
that's
play.
what I'm saying. Like, wasn't that part of the game, and then they changed it, that kind of thing? So why don't we change
Oh,
and
no,
add some
like, are you
technology?
saying, like,
You seem like
only
Jackie
whites.
Robinson.
Jackie
style.
Robinson.
Yes, only
Okay.
whites. No.
Another good
that's-
movie.
That's a.
Unfortunately, for most of the world, it's usually been like whites first. That's kind of how it's gone. We've changed that though, and that's great. But
All right.
keep the robots out of it. Like we don't need that.
All right,
the
Allison
robots.
Pheasant
Robots, I'm
is so someone
got
Allison
baseball in
Pheasant
mind.
on Twitter is bringing up tennis, and tennis is a great example of that. In tennis, when there is a close call, they go to the replay and they can see the sensor of whether or
So
not
you're
the ball
telling me
hits
you're
the thing.
willing to forfeit all of John McEnroe's amazing outbursts for technology?
Sure,
You would have missed
you
out
don't-
on that.
You don't think he would lose his mind and say, "Oh, the robot
he's
doesn't
still- he's
know"?
still
Yeah, he
probably
would
will.
still
I'll take the hit
absolutely
for that. I'll
scream.
take the hit for that. Yeah, let's do that.
You
And
wanna
you
do
and
that?
you can come to me if you guys have a problem with that not getting what was his name McEnroe rants. You can just come to me and be like, it was John's fault. That's
There
all.
you
It's
go.
John's fault. All
So
right.
anyway,
That's-
I'm sick and
okay,
tired of it.
I don't know.
It's the year 2015, about to be 2016. Why do we not use this shit we already
Well,
have?
tweet us, text us, let us know what you think. I mean, where do you stand on that subject right
Yes,
there?
absolutely.
I mean, that's
Are you for the robots or against
you
them?
against
We
the
need
robots?
Get used to
exo
it.
armor around those football players like Fallout. I want them running through each other like fucking Transformers.
John is full robot. I like that. That's okay.
Yeah.
So speaking of which, now it's your turn. Now, do you have a
Before we
rant
get to
prepared
that,
for us?
we do have some text coming in about your rant earlier. We have one from Grand Junction. In 8th grade, I left the great sport of soccer. I couldn't agree more with the statement about no matter what it's about, the win and the passion. I can say, watching both the men and the women national teams, I get a good feeling seeing them play, and it makes me and many more, I'm sure, feel like we want to get back out on the field and
Good
play
lord,
again.
is that a novel or a text?
Jack, you could also argue about rules and lack of knowledge for officials to know what, for example,
What happened
What
to
is a
fucking
fucking catch?
emojis and stuff, huh?
I'm dyslexic as well, so that
Oh,
didn't
great,
help.
that's fantastic.
Smiley face.
We put the one dyslexic guy on reading the tweets and shit. That's great. The show's
That's
already off the
yeah,
rails.
we shall.
This really is like an episode.
But no,
of
I agree.
Sportsball.
It's like,
No, it's going much
Like,
smarter.
that's like- it's
why
like
not
the-
have the
and I'm
human
having
element?
fun, which means it's not an episode on the spot.
What's up, Cole?
I agree. Why not have the human element be the more intense rules that decide a human call rather than like a simple, was it a catch, was it not a catch?
Yeah.
Was that in the strike box, was it not in the strike box? Because there's plenty of other rules out there that refs slip up on because they're too busy being concerned about, am I getting these basic set of rules right that literally a robot could do?
Yeah, yeah. And it does, I mean, even like the whole thing, like, was it a catch or not? We've seen so many times in the NFL now where it's like a guy will get the ball in the end zone and it's like take a step and then, oh, he drops the ball or he sets it down. It's like, oh, that wasn't a catch because he didn't make a football move. Although if you're holding the ball and you just dive over the end zone and cross the plane, that counts as a touchdown. But if you catch it, have it in your hand, that doesn't count as a touchdown. It's
Well, the whole Dez catch against
yeah,
Green Bay
like
was
that's
just
happened multiple
just
times
a
now.
clusterfuck of a
Yeah.
situation.
So anyway, I'm just tired of refs ruining games for teams. So that's my rant. Thanks for cutting away. Just threw that in there.
That's great. All right, John, what do you got?
I don't have a rant.
You don't have a rant?
I don't have a rant.
Well, we have to have somebody do a rant. We have to have 3 rants. Is anybody over there at the table? Can y'all do a rant?
Cole,
John
Yes.
has chosen Cole.
I have a rant.
what was the move? Wait, come back to me. Camera
gotta
back
pat
to me.
yourself on the
What's
arm.
this? Is this the move right there?
Yeah, you're tagging me in.
Hold out
That's,
your
that's
arm
what
like
that's
this.
about.
Hold that arm.
Not this.
That arm.
Not
No.
that. No, turn this way.
Jesus
Like that.
Christ.
Yes.
That's
No.
no.
Tag.
You want to go like
We
this?
tagged it in.
Can we put
Right
the
there.
Funhaus logo on the back wall
Right there.
while they're doing that?
You're calling in a reliever.
I'm calling it. I need to be relieved.
Cole?
All right, so what I wanted to talk about, and I hate talking about this because I feel like it's getting so much attention right now, Odell Beckham Jr. And about how much of a little bitch he is. So
Wait. Who is this?
Odell
Beckham
Beckham Jr.
We're gonna have video here in a little bit about how he's a little bitch, and it goes crazy during
is
the
the
Sunday's game
commentary you don't get on
against the Panthers. So here we
ESPN.
go. So football's a violent sport, yes. Okay, there's
Oh my!
incidental contact. Then there's this
Yeah.
targeting, direct on helmet-to-helmet contact, leaving your feet to hit another player. We have it again here. Leaving your feet again to hit another player
He just
in
wanted
the
to
head.
kiss.
Now, if that was a defensive player, that would have been ejected, kicked from the game. He would have been, I mean, look at Sue. He is the most hated name in football. But because it's the golden child of the NFL, Odell Beckham Jr., the cover of your Madden 2016, it's all right. And he gets by with a fine. People calling for a less than, not a game suspension. People say, no, that's ridiculous. Don't demonize him. It's part of the game. Violence is part of the game. That's ridiculous.
Oh, we've seen this guy do it before. He blows up
yeah.
all the time. It's ridiculous.
We actually have a clip of him blowing up previously.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this.
I remember this. Yeah.
Manny gets intercepted. What's this?
Oh, no.
Not our trusted friend, the
Gatorade.
water cooler. He regrets it
stupid
later.
hairdo.
Sure. But
Yeah, he seems feisty. Yeah, we even have the cooler. I remember that cooler from way back when we
Yeah.
got it in protective custody.
Joel hurt that poor thing.
The guy, I completely agree with you, Cole. I think it's ridiculous. I think there was talk before the game about a baseball bat being brought out to intimidate him. But
Sure.
that happens all the time.
exactly,
There's
it happens
so many
in everything.
Teams
It's
they'll
a sign
bring
as
the
to
wood.
It's meant as a sign of how tough the team is. How much they're going to try that hard to beat the other team.
What would your punishment be?
I mean, I think he deserves a game suspension. I agree. There should be a game suspension. I think we should shut up after that. I don't think there needs to be this whole ordeal of, oh, there were anti-gay slurs said about it. That happens on a football field. It's not right, but that happens on a football. I can guarantee that he was saying the same things back.
But it's also sticks and stones,
Exactly.
Words can never hurt me. And that was a targeted hit. I mean, that was a helmet-to-helmet hit with the intention of hurting the other player.
Exactly.
I mean, that's clearly what he was trying to do. That's the equivalent of him, pulling off each other's helmets and punching him in the face.
That's like him grabbing a bat and hitting another person in the head because, I mean, if he had concussed him right there or knocked him out.
Worse.
If anybody
I mean,
has ever heard of CTE and how concussions affect the brain, I don't know, they might be coming out with a movie on that.
Will Smith.
No.
Another right one. Mark it on the tally, people.
10 points for John
Mark it on
Reisinger.
the tally.
10 points.
10 points.
I got
there we go. No, I agree with you. It's ridiculous.
And I mean, again, if this had been a defensive player, it would have been. We would not have stopped hearing about this at this point.
Oh, yeah. If that was Ndamukong Suh, that would have been, he would have been done. His career would have been over.
And he's going through the appeal process right now to get the one game suspension relieved. I remember reading something about today how I think it's a $70,000 fine by the second offense, as well as they are then able to go into the footage and assess any other fines that he should incur. And there was a lot of stuff that wasn't called. So I don't see. I was reading a bunch of articles today, and another one that kind of got me going was about how we shouldn't demonize him because this is his first offense. He's been a good player. All he cares about is his team. I mean, Eli Manning came out and said, "Oh well, I think Josh Norman was kind of crying wolf," and I mean, this is kind of how the game goes. I don't know. I don't think you should reward that kind of behavior.
No, not at all.
And you shouldn't. Yeah, I think a big part of it is he is the best player on that team. I mean, that's why Tom Coughlin didn't take him out.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to take out your only chance to that. They're in do or die mode now for playoffs. They have to win out to make playoffs.
It's scary. The NFC East is just a dumpster fire, and these guys are somehow still in it.
And so
that
mean,
says a lot more about the whole division than it says about those guys.
Exactly. And I blame Tom Coughlin a little bit, but I'm also like, well, you're also the coach and the head of an organization that you need to make sure gets to playoffs. I think a big fault lies in the refs. Because, as I said, he's the golden boy of the NFL. Oh, he can catch one-handed with fucking gloves that are made so a toddler can catch a one-handed football. It's not that fucking hard.
Well,
It's not that hard?
No, it's not that hard at all.
All right, let's try this out.
Not that fucking hard, Odell. Not that fucking hard.
Good Lord.
That was a great cutaway.
Let's
Jack,
keep throwing
you wanna
balls
try that? Yeah,
around
we'll
really
try it.
expensive
Yeah.
equipment.
I
do
want
it
you
again.
Can you close your eyes? I want to see if
yeah.
you can do it without even looking. You ready? Here we go.
Come at me.
Hey!
What?
Spot on. Jesus Christ. All right. Oh, Jesus Christ.
So we're getting some
John, you wanna
feedback
try?
on the text line. A lot of people saying that Beckham's a complete bitch. Violence is part of the game. And he was completely over the line agreeing with you, Cole. But there are some people
I could get
asking
it in the
about
booth.
Norman as well. If what he did in response was
Heart
wrong,
attack.
or if what would happen in pre-warm-ups, the stories about them coming across to their side of the field was also wrong.
Wait for it, still in the air.
Wait for
There
it.
you
Got it.
I don't know.
Awesome.
Real quick, to jump back onto mine, someone responded to me saying, Mr. Brandon Farmahidi said, if computers called balls and strikes, then Leslie Nielsen couldn't have saved the Queen of England.
Oh
And
my
referring-
God.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, good point. So
Naked
if
Gun
a
is
robot
one of the
was
greatest
there,
of all
but
time.
there would be no ump on
Into
the field.
an address to like the pregame stuff that happens. People go up and talk trash before a game, as well as Josh Norman. From my eye, and this is a biased person now because I hate the Giants now, but Josh Norman kept his cool until the helmet-to-helmet hit, in which he went all out. Like he was kind of putting up with this little punk, this little 23-year-old punk, who's coming along and thinking he's hot shit, and once there's an actual incident where there's intent to cause harm, that's when he's like, okay, I'm done putting up with your little shit.
Well, I mean, that's the whole idea. Is like when you're, a defensive player, you're trying to goad someone into losing their shit, and when you do that and they snap like that, you've won. And so he essentially won, but then ODB took it over the line.
Congratulations.
OBJ took it over the line.
Goodbye, third grade English.
Anyway,
All right, I enjoy those rants. Let's get to a segment everybody fucking loves. It's called Fuck You, Tyler. I thought
Hey!
it's Christmas. Why not, right?
Merry Christmas, Movie
Also,
House.
the Lions fucking won last night. You know what? That's a
Yeah,
good
they
fucking brownie mark for Michigan. So on that, eat shit again. Also, John, welcome to Sportsball.
Yeah, me.
John Coe.
Tyler fucking Coe. From all of us here in the great state of New York,
New
go
York.
fuck yourself. Giants and Jets are awesome. Odell Beckham is a god. Go fuck yourself. But the show is awesome. Love you guys. Bye.
Is that a Boston
I
accent?
just got three things to say. Number one, fuck you, Tyler Coe. Number two, I don't even like sports, but I fucking love sports ball. And number three, fuck you, Tyler Coe.
I love John Reisinger.
I bet Tyler still sits on Santa's lap at the mall.
I do.
Fuck you, Jack. Fuck you, Tyler. Fuck you, Cole. Fuck you, Joel. Fuck you, Brandon. Fuck you, Patrick. Fuck the whole crew. I love you guys. Sportsball's awesome. Keep it up. Happy holidays.
I like to say happy holidays to Jack. Tyler, you can go fuck yourself. And Joe, you can go fuck me.
Whoa.
Oh,
Good Lord.
There you go.
Well, Joel isn't here today. Who knows where he is?
I'm not a pinch hitter for that.
Oh, you're standing in for that.
Tag
Now
in,
you have
John.
to fuck her.
God
Is that
damn it.
okay?
That's not part of what you said. What's happening on this show?
It's gonna happen. Well, you know what? Let's. You're on this show. You do this show called On the Spot. You're fucking amazing on it. It's great. Everybody should watch it. It's on Thursdays
Not anymore.
when it's in season.
It's on hiatus
It's a
right now,
season
right?
Hiatus.
show. But
Hiatus.
it's such a great show, and we love it. And you always put us on the spot, so I figured we could do the same to you today. We could put you on the spot.
Why does everybody feel like that's something they need to do?
Because it's the name of the show. It's great. It's like we're gonna put you on the spot. It's gonna be wonderful.
Right. I never.
Yeah.
Because it's fun to watch you
Right.
just suffer through things.
Yes,
I
it
think. That's
is.
the
You
whole
can
point
do
of-
that by rewatching any fucking episode of the show.
All right. So what we're gonna do?
People don't realize that's actually the whole
that
idea
is
of the show.
yeah,
is just to ruin.
piss off.
It wasn't. It wasn't
I
what
know.
we made the show about, and then it just somehow fucking evolved into that.
That's what it turned into, and everybody loves it.
And now it's super popular. It's
great.
We love
It's
it.
super
We love being on the show.
Yes, we do. All right, so John, here's how we're gonna do this thing. We're gonna do this little segment where, one of my favorite things, apart from people ranting and screaming and yelling, is coaches doing it to their players. I love coaches blowing up in the locker room.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Absolutely.
It's one of my favorite
It's like
things.
the reverse of the cold hearts, dead eyes speech
Yes, it
or
is,
whatever
yeah.
from
Well, it's kinda like one of
Friday
those-
Night Lights.
It's
Is that what the phrase was? Cold Hearts, Dead Eyes?
Yeah, that's it. Exactly.
what? Wait, what'd you say?
I don't know. Was it full hearts, open eyes?
No, it's clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose.
Oh, can't lose.
Clear eyes,
Yes.
tight cheeks.
Yes, there you
All
go.
right.
Make me happy.
Dead
All right.
eyes, cold hearts.
So we're gonna play this game where it's like on the spot with John Reisinger or something. I don't know what the fuck we're gonna call it. What it is gonna be we're gonna show
Can I
you a
sue
video.
you guys for copyright infringement of my show. Was that what's going to stop this?
We're gonna show you a video of a coach yelling at his players.
Okay.
And then you have to fill in the words, guys, for what the players are either thinking
Okay.
or like what they're feeling at that moment.
Okay.
So how about do we want to start with Jack?
Sure, I'll go
Start with
first.
Jack. All right, so Jack, we're gonna show you a video of a coach.
What am I watching?
And he's screaming at you, and then you're gonna fill in what the players are thinking.
So in their heads or like their conversation they're having.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
I got it.
All right, let's try it out.
All right. In 15 minutes, you guys will probably all be fucking fine with this, okay? So I'll just sum it up this way, as fast as I can. That is the most humiliating game in the last fucking 10 years I've been involved with.
Dude, coach is pissed. But did you see Matthew McConaughey sitting over there on the front row? He was all like, all right, all right, all right.
How can we fucking get picked on the first base?
Have you ever seen that Wolf of Wall Street movie? He's like, He won a fucking Oscar for
How
that.
can you do that?
And then that movie, that Dazed and Confused movie, I don't know. I live my life by his stance. What? Shit, coach still talking. There
That was
you go.
pretty good.
There you go.
That wasn't bad. That was good.
Thank you.
This is
I'm an improv actor. I'm an actor.
There you go. That was good. All right, so John, you think you can do that?
I don't have a choice. Let's do this.
All right.
That's the spirit.
We're going to give you a coach. He's got a little bit more venom.
You also
more
have a
venom
prop.
than that. Yeah, so, all right, we ready with John's?
What the fuck? Goddamn, I don't know what damn Robinson hits against everybody else, but goddamn, if he's hitting 330, it's probably all off of fucking us.
I'm gonna go to the mall after this. I think they're having a sale at H&M, if I'm correct.
Cause you fucking let him be, and your ass is fucking that tight when you're out there fucking facing him, and I fucking had it.
Cause I need new shoes.
I'd give anything in the goddamn world to get out there and fucking face that bitch.
And I'm gonna be a little bit naughty and get a Cinnabon.
That was great.
That's actually just my inner monologue
Yeah, I think
right
so.
now.
That was what you were thinking when Tyler was going on his
Jesus,
rant,
that
weren't
was,
you?
That
You're
was
like,
great. You're like,
I'm
no,
getting
that's what you
Cinnabons.
were. You're like, Jesus, when is this going to fucking end? Is this that guy ever going
I
to
was
shut up?
enamored by your rant.
I wanted
Okay.
to point out the name of that team were the Peanuts.
The Peanuts.
No man with a shirt that says Peanuts on the front has the right.
What if the
to
other
talk
team
like
has an
that.
allergy? It's fucking frightening.
Maybe the city is the Peanuts, is like, Peanut, Iowa, and their team name is the Allergies.
That's like a Claritin ad right there with fucking peanuts running at a team that's allergic to them. Wait, Claritin doesn't help with peanuts.
No,
No,
that's-
it doesn't.
that's-
You're still going to die.
That's animal dander.
If you have a peanut allergy, don't think you can take Claritin and then eat peanuts or be around peanuts. You're going to die.
You have to take it as a suppository, then it works.
Yeah, look, Connor Allen said, wait, is the name of that team the Peanuts?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. Oh, it's Jack's dad? What?
I don't want to talk
my
shit about
dad-
people with allergies, but like, that's like Darwinism right there, right? If you're like allergic to a thing like peanuts.
Did you ever seen Louis C.K.'s little bit?
No.
He's like, of course we should like be concerned about children with peanuts allergies, and of course in schools we should be looking out for that, and we should totally make sure that kids stay away from peanuts and things. But maybe if we just turned away for a year, all the people with peanut allergies would die, and then peanut allergies be gone.
Yes, that's exactly right. Like, I'm not trying to be mean, but like, that's a stupid thing for you to have. I don't know if you were made to be on this planet. If
This
you
comes from someone who has a gluten allergy,
God damn.
doesn't make testosterone, has plenty of other genetic defects,
Can't smell.
Yeah.
can't smell.
Can't smell.
Just drop me in the wild and get rid of my genes.
Yeah.
Can't have you
Jesus
reproduce.
Christ.
All right.
Too late.
Too late. All right. So yeah, that was really good. That was funny. I really like that. I think yours. He did a really good job. I'm awarding points to John.
Oh,
on this one.
son
That's
of
what
a
they do
bitch.
on the show. He
I
gets the
don't-
points.
I'm getting things
that one.
right. I'm getting points.
You did good. I like the bit about getting a Cinnabon, buying a Cinnabon.
I haven't had a Cinnabon in forever.
Yeah, and it is that time of the year to buy. You see all these amazing gifts down here. Everybody likes to buy shit. You know the best place to buy shit?
Where's that?
Is at the
Segway.
RT store.
Yay!
The RT store where you can buy everything you need for the holidays for your life.
That was good.
They have a lot of t-shirts and scarves and socks. And John, you design almost every single
no, you used
article
to.
of clothing that comes through the store.
That's the joke. Is I don't anymore.
No, you're like the Steve Madden of Rooster Teeth. Like you design all this shit. Like that's what John
That's
does.
the second Wolf of
Isn't
Wall
he
Street
John Madden?
reference. Good lord.
There we go. I just wanted to. Steve
I do have a shirt.
Madden. Yes, you do have a shirt. Would pimp it.
Pip?
Pimp.
Oh, Pip.
Yes,
Pimp.
Pippin.
Pippin.
You know?
I have a shirt. Go get your on the spot shirt.
Hey.
Validate my existence.
Yes, it's the diddle me finger. It goes everywhere. It goes around. And
Diddle
then-
me finger.
And then it points to a butt.
That's my
Exactly.
favorite pirate slogan. Diddle me finger.
Diddle me finger. Arr,
Which is
it's in me
awesome.
booty.
Yes. All right. So now we're gonna play another fun segment for you, John.
Fun
it's great.
segment.
This one doesn't. You can just have fun with this one. All right. You don't have to think
Oh, I
about it
have
too
fun
hard.
with
Okay.
everything.
All right.
I'm
So-
just a fun guy.
So something that's really fun are spinners. I really enjoy
Like on
spinner.
a car's tires?
Any type of spinner, really. The spinning that we do here on Sportsball is where we show random clips that have been chosen by our audience. Remember, all you guys, you tweeted us, you sent us these clips, and we go through these video clips. Whenever they land on one, we talk about it. Sound like fun?
Just
You just
like
gotta
an orgasm waiting to happen.
You just got to respond to whatever's on the screen. Easy as that.
Yeah.
You can do this.
All right. Tell them to spin.
Starting with the letter O.
Spin. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, we get a little screen.
Wait, it's right there.
Oh.
There.
Oh, Mom's Crazy Money Shot.
That's a different movie.
Now that's an oddly titled video right there. Mom's Crazy Money Shot.
Mom needed money to pay for
Is Mom giving the
bills.
money shot, or is it like?
Oh.
You think it's what that is?
Yeah.
Or maybe she's. I don't know. Let's just see the video instead of like. Yeah. Oh, so it's not a porn. That's good.
All right, so she's taking.
You don't know yet. Give it a moment.
Oh, she missed. Oh, she made it.
That doesn't count.
But it is. They're losing it.
Right, because people are stupid.
Wow.
No, it doesn't count.
She looks very confused. Oh, she's hungry.
Oh, this is the money shot part.
And then here comes the porn. The guy walks in.
It's like a George Takei.
Yep.
What?
He does not know what to do on the left. He is scared. He is worried.
Wait.
She is looking at him like she's going to tackle him.
Cole,
And
how
he's a
much was that
tiny
money
little
shot
man.
for, Mr. Stat Guy or Nick? One of you guys.
Let's find out.
Oh, God damn it.
Good thing we had.
I'm the Twitter
That
guy
doesn't
now.
count.
I just want to first of all point out, like, just in the background of that shot, just people moving shit around. It's like clearly they didn't really give a shit about this, so it couldn't have been worth a whole lot, right? And they're losing their goddamn minds.
She got half off her daughter's
did.
tuition. Now, actually, that's pretty cool.
Is it like a private school or something? Okay, so it's a private school. So it's like a. Like
that's really cool.
Yeah, so it's actually worth a lot of money. So okay, that is pretty cool. That explains why it's just like in a high school auditorium.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, that's awesome. That's really cool that she didn't make it. But
No, that's the
not count?
see,
that's
you know
my
what?
favorite part of that whole fucking video.
Here's to turn it on your head with your argument, because if that had been controlled by robots, a robot would have said no, that shot was missed.
And a
Because
robot
the
would have been
human reaction-
correct.
The human reaction would have been like, no, she made it.
Okay,
The robot
yeah.
would have
But
stolen
does
away
it-
her money, and then she probably would have had to deal with real money shots the rest of her life trying to pay off her kids'
Right.
tuition.
Okay. And that's the real world.
Okay, so if this is the case, say for example, you pass it in an NBA game. You pass it in, everyone's clumped around the inbounds for whatever reason. A guy chucks the ball like towards the opposite end.
The money shot.
It bounces and goes in. That's 2 points, right?
Boom.
Or is that 3 points?
No.
Either way,
That
it
counts.
points. That counts,
does not
right?
count.
That's points
If
to the
it
floor.
bounces off the ground and jumps in.
The last thing to
That's
touch
points.
the ball was the floor.
No, the last
But it goes
thing-
in that hoop.
That's a dead ball.
It's
No,
its
it's
own
not. No,
goal.
why would that be a dead
It's like
ball?
That's a dead ball.
That's not at all a dead ball.
It's a dead ball.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Cole, look that up. Get
looking it up.
on there, stat boy. I want Nick and Cole both working on this, and I want 4 more microphones for Cole if we can make that
Yeah,
happen.
what the fuck? He's got less
There we
microphones.
go.
Oh,
Thank
there's
you.
one more.
Okay.
That's good. That's
I
good.
want
That
a
is
boom.
that's a live
I
ball.
want multiple booms coming in.
Good. All right, now while they're
I want
figuring
like an
that out,
omni mic.
Okay, let's do the next one.
Let's play with the spinner again.
Let's spin the wheel of
Morality.
whatever we're calling this thing.
What is this?
UFC Hat Thieves.
UFC Hat Thieves. Well, that
Ultimate
sounds pretty
Fighting
Another one of my favorite
Championship
porns.
Hat Thieves.
Wait, how would they steal the hats? You talking about like Jimmy hats?
It's where the hat is.
Do you know what a Jimmy hat is?
It's on your penis.
Yes, it is. It's condom. All right, these are hats.
All right, and whoop. Okay, took a hat. Oh, took another hat. That guy didn't
Is this like really a thing?
dethrone Texas. What the
I
hell
love
was
this.
that? Oh.
I love this thing. I love this
Oh,
so
this is
much.
great.
Who has the balls to steal a hat off
Everyone
the
would.
UFC
If
fight?
I was standing there, I would take the hat.
Whoa! Oh, Jesus! That was Vanderlei
Oh,
Silva.
dude, this
wasn't
guy,
it?
I wouldn't steal his
Whoa!
hat. Oh, shit, he got it back.
Yeah, he got it back. And he's trying. Oh, the guy had another hat behind him to put it on.
Please, someone get hit.
Look at that. He's like, hey!
Please, someone get hit.
Look, he already had another one put on. They had backup hats.
Are these guys, they're like the Howard Stern guys, but like they go to UFC matches to steal hats.
What do people do on Howard Stern?
You don't know the guys that call in to like CNN and fuck with Wolf Blitzer?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like, have you seen Howard Stern's penis or whatever? Baba Booey,
Baba Booey,
Baba
Howard
Booey,
Stern's
yeah,
penis.
Exactly.
I think that's
Wah-wah-wee-wah.
fantastic and should be done. That should like literally there should be. The guy's got obviously got like an entourage around him. They should all be carrying more hats to keep putting on him for more
Yeah.
people to take off.
That's awesome.
That is interesting. I don't know. I don't know if I'm cool
I don't know
with
why
that.
that's a thing though.
I
Like,
don't want that to become a thing in like anything other than UFC. Like I don't want to be walking like during RTX and someone trying to steal my hat off of me when I'm trying to get to a venue or
I have a
something.
question. Why the fuck are they wearing hats to begin with?
Well, because they've got logos on them.
Tyler,
I
Tyler.
get that. That's just a weird thing.
They're cool.
They are cool.
Guys wear hats.
Okay, so I spent the weekend or a little bit of last week in LA, and I was hanging out with Bruce and Matt Peak, and Matt Peak from Funhaus
Yeah.
watches UFC.
Oh, he's a huge UFC fan.
Yeah. And so I was at their house one night, and we had been at the office all day. And Matt's like, "Is it okay if I catch up on a few?" I was like, "Yeah, I watch it. I've never watched a UFC game before, and I watched it. Those things, it's a game. Well, it's not because those things are fucking brutal.
Yeah,
These people are like, I totally think of it. What is happening? Oh yeah, UFC. That's no joke. Like these fuckers get just brutally
when
murdered.
Peak was here for the Christmas party, we were talking about like he was trying to stay off Twitter because he didn't want to like see what happened in the Conor McGregor fight,
the Aldo fight,
which lasted like 13 seconds.
Yeah, I've
that
only
shit
seen
was brutal.
up until that. That was what it was. Up until that, I'd only seen the stuff that like surfaces like on the internet, like, oh look who got knocked out in like negative 5 seconds. I watched a match with him that was a lightweight match, and these guys went through all I think 3 rounds. And like 5-minute rounds, and like by the end, they just looked like death on their legs because they were all just like tired, barely moving, bloody, and everything.
No, not at all.
All right, real quick. Peter Hayes says as long as the ball isn't thrown in, it's live and it counts.
Okay.
So basically, as soon as the ball touches
John
someone,
and Tyler, you go and learn today. Okay, Section 1, Article 2, NCAA men's basketball 2013 to 2014, 2015 ruling says. A live ball that is not thrown in enters the basket from above and remains in or passes through the basket, or a free throw that enters the basket from above and remains in or passes through the basket.
What the fuck does that mean?
Today, though,
What the fuck does that mean?
Any
It's a live
ball
ball.
that passes through the hoop counts as a goal as long as it is not a throw-in.
Right, as long as you're not throwing it in from out of
Today,
bounds.
He said a fucking throw in.
No. I said I say for example, they start the end, he gives it off, he's under the basket, chucks it, and then it bounces in. That counts. That counts as a goal.
Where in the NBA rule book does it say that if the ball touches the ground and goes in the basket,
Not
a
NBA,
little
John,
girl gets
NCAA.
half her, shut the fuck up.
This is
gets
basketball.
half her
It's for a
tuition
scholarship.
removed. Like where in the rules is that?
The NBA rule book says that anytime a live ball is in flight from the playing court, the goal, if made, shall count even if time expires or the official's whistle sounds. There's not a specific thing on it. It's actually very ambiguous.
Not a specific thing on it.
This is college. She's getting a scholarship to a
NBA.
college.
It counted for her. It's for
I don't
money.
think. No. I don't think that counts. It's not a. It's
I
not
stopped
a live ball.
caring so much time ago. I stopped
I would like
caring.
to see that guy who was like sitting there like, oh,
It's
yeah, it
Christmas.
doesn't
Open
count.
your heart.
I want to see
Like,
the end of that video
after
where
everyone's
he
freaking out.
goes like, "Sorry."
All right,
No,
do we have more spins of the wheel?
Sorry.
Do we have more
Sorry.
spins of the wheel?
Yeah. Do we have one more spin on the wheel? I think we have one more.
Bing. The Monmouth Force.
I'm glad these guys showed up. These guys rock. All right. So Monmouth is a school.
My favorite Pokemon.
Obviously. And those guys are basketball players, so we're all sticking on the basketball thing, I guess. These guys have like swept the nation, though. What they do is it's these 4 guys who are just basically bench warmers who do these amazing like celebrations every time their team scores. It's like that's reindeer.
Wow.
Like, they did one with the Force. Like, yeah, this one is the Force.
Yeah, so they're lightsaber fighting. Looks like that guy
Like-
had a heart attack.
oh, dude, it's
That's the
so
Sanford
awesome.
and Son. Okay.
Like they'll do stuff like where the guys will jump up. One of them will like jump in the 3 dudes' arms, and then the other one will like take a picture of it like it's a big fish.
I thought I was a dork.
Yeah, see, that's hilarious
I was
until someone
wrong.
twists an ankle or something, doing something dumb. Then it's like, well, you fucking morons. Yeah, you just ruined whatever left of a scholarship you had.
They have nothing better to do except like sit on the bench. I think that's kind of cool. I would do that shit.
Yeah.
Like I would do that stuff because I get bored
I'd
very
just
easily.
play a game on my phone. Who fucking
be
cares?
tweeting.
Have your phone on the bench.
Like, I'm going to
Yeah.
live tweet during this basketball game. Oh, we scored again.
That's
Great.
what I would be doing.
All right, so that's our spinner segment. That was a blast. Did you have fun with that?
That was a blast. That was such a blast.
He let you know that was a blast, John.
I
Just making sure in case
I like
you
how
didn't know.
Tyler coaches me and how to feel.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Be
I have
excited.
to do another ad read. It's Christmas. Just want to let you know that the show is also brought to you by dumbass sports fans across the country, like this guy from Philadelphia who tried to bring in a Christmas tree to a football game.
Wait, what? He's dragging a Christmas tree behind him?
And lo and behold, he gets denied.
Oh.
Philadelphia never change. Always be the same.
Well, why? Did he have a ticket for it, maybe?
It's Philadelphia, Jack. You can't even ask questions.
I guess so.
Their logic knows no bounds.
It's really cold up there.
It has no reason. So, yeah.
And bleak.
There are so many dumb people connected to these things.
Yeah, so you're
There's
starting
so
to figure
many
that
dumb
out.
people.
That's basically what like sports is all about, is a bunch of dumb people that just do dumb shit for no reason. So, with that,
Something's
now
happening.
it's time for our...
Something's happening.
Call it bullshit. What? Oh, it's
Bullshit.
Oh, God damn it.
And that's time for our college segment, college bullshit. The reason we're doing that with these potatoes is because there's a bowl game on right now, and it's the famous Idaho bowl game.
There's potato dust everywhere.
So it's potatoes.
Who knew potato dust was a thing?
And then there's a bowl, so it's...
Oh, bye, bowl. Somewhere Mark Watney is just really upset with all of us, just wasting all these potatoes.
Martian.
Oh, I got potato.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That was a good movie. That's great. But yeah, it's time for our
potato
college
dust all
segment.
This
my
iPad
laptop.
is getting fucking ruined.
Yeah.
There's so much dust on these potatoes. They're just everywhere. On these potatoes.
You have to wash those before you eat those.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so it's our college bowl segment. Wanted to bring this up to you guys because hopefully, I know a lot of you joined our College Bowl Mania on ESPN. There's like 2,000 of you guys that joined, which is awesome. And the bowls have been in full swing. I think we're like up to like past 7 or 8 games right now. And I wanted to bring this up because I wanted to show everybody who's the top of the leaderboard for our little bowl group. Who's that at the top?
Oh,
Jack?
are you kidding me? Really?
I'm at the top.
You tied for first? With,
Tied. I think there's like 20 of us that are tied for
You're
first
tied
place.
with God Loves Bacon. That's good.
Some other people like that.
Bowl of
is this
soup.
what are we talking about? Fantasy football?
No, this is a college bowl.
I like Shaw
What is college
Shenanigans.
Okay, so all right, Cole, can you come back out and dump the potatoes on John again?
Oh, I'm a big fan of ESPN 302-41854. That's my favorite.
Wait, why does it say Shenanigans 2 and Shenanigans right next to each other?
Because Shenanigans is the username. Shenanigans is his entry name.
Shenanigans 2 is
It's different. So like my
Why is your entry name just like some sort
I
of...
don't know. That's what it just gave me a number.
I'm
It's
asking
like
the real
barcode.
questions here.
You are. Well, the only reason I wanted to show that is so we could dump all these potatoes on the desk and then tell you folks, like, that's why you listen to Vegas. Those, like, smaller bowl games at the beginning that are really hard to pick because it's usually like a 6-6 team or 5-7. You don't know how. I went straight chalk with Vegas.
Nice.
I picked all those games. I'm undefeated right now.
Really?
Vegas fucking knows.
Dude,
Vegas fucking knows.
How many games is
football.
that? Like 6 games?
7 games, man.
7 games. You know, if you put down $6 on a 7-game parlay, you'd be walking away with like $520.
Yeah.
So you should have
Listen
done
to
that.
Vegas.
I should have done that.
Should have done that. I should have gone to Vegas.
Yep.
So that's our college bowl segment. That's all I wanted to do. So now we're gonna.
Just to dump potatoes.
I just wanted to
Are
dump
these potatoes we
potatoes.
went and bought for
No,
that bit?
yes, I did. I bought
Hey,
these potatoes
Tyler,
today.
people are pointing out you pronounced Monmouth wrong.
I said
Monmouth.
Monmouth, right?
Monmouth.
Oh, it's
Monmouth.
a myth. It's not
It's a myth.
Monmouth.
No.
It's Monmouth.
Also,
Not
you're
mouth.
tied with 45 other people in first.
Yeah, but I'm at the top, so I'm the only one.
Because you made it.
You were the first entry, to be fair.
Yeah,
you-
it's true,
you
but I'm
started.
still the first, and I'm going to be the first up to the end of all this. So, speaking of which, we can talk about more rankings and stuff like that. 'Cause
Absolutely.
John, then we go do our Pitlow picks, which is like
Pitlow picks.
that we do with Jack. He makes these picks, and like we get to pick all the games. So you're going to help pick some games today.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Are you spitting a potato? You know that's how you know it's hard boiled or not. If the
Let's
potato
play
spins.
spin the potato.
Let's do some Pitlow picks. Yay! There goes the can. I thought we had a graphic
We
for
usually
it.
have a graphic.
I
for
guess
it.
we don't.
Hey, can you throw a potato at Cole? Can you do
Yay!
that? Is that something we can work on?
There it is. All
we
right,
go.
it's
Pitlow
Pillow picks
picks.
for the week. Here we go. We're going to start off with we got college bowls. We've been talking college bowls. How about Miami, Florida versus Washington State in the Sun Bowl?
Oh, I have to go with the Fighting Mike Leaches on this one. I'm not a fan of the U nor Washington State, but I do like Mike Leach, so I'm going with them.
It's
You want
sunnier
Miami, right?
in Florida, so I'm going with Florida.
You're going with Florida. I'm going with Washington State. The Fighting Washingtons. Washington?
They're the
Sure.
Cougs. The Cougars.
The Cougars. Cole, who you got? You got Washington State or you got Miami, Florida?
Give me the Cougs.
Cougs. Washington State. Nick, who you got? Washington State or you got the Miami?
Both teams have the same record, but I do love Mike Leach in that offensive role, so Washington State.
Washington State. Oh, I put you down for the wrong one, Tyler. Sorry
Yeah, what
about
the
that.
fuck, man?
All right, next up, this has got a fun game. We got the North Carolina versus Baylor in the Russell Athletic Bowl. Baylor had a little rough end of their season where they lost every single player on their team. I think they've got 3 men on that roster playing both offense and defense at this point. So, anyway, that being said, Tyler, who you got, North Carolina or Baylor?
Well, I'm not a fan of coaches who are rapist apologists, so I'm not choosing Baylor because fuck you,
That's a
Arbrow.
very specific
so
description.
I'm picking North Carolina. That goes
North
without
Carolina.
saying.
I'm
Fuck
keeping it
Baylor.
in state. I'm going with Baylor. That's because it's in state. That's the only reason why, not because anything else. Cole, who you got? You got North Carolina or Baylor?
I'm not a fan of rape supporters, but Baylor.
Thank you for pointing
You
that out.
support rape.
Nick, who you got?
I stated that.
Baylor or North Carolina?
I'll
This
go with
show took a
Baylor, even
weird
though
turn.
they're without their good running back, Linwood.
Baylor and John, who you got? North Carolina or Baylor?
Of course, North Carolina.
North Carolina. There we go. Do you know what North Carolina's team is? What their mascot is, John?
Yeah.
Rhymes with Barfields.
Sorry?
What?
Who?
Oh,
They're the.
Rhymes with Barfields.
Oh.
Oh, this is gonna fall. This is not gonna work out.
Barfields? It is the North Carolina.
not potatoes.
Hypoallergenic needles.
There we go. The hypoallergenic needles. Next up, I also want to point out I think is it the Miami game or the North Carolina game that's actually going on during on the spot. Jesus Christ, you son of a bitch! It's going on during Sportsball, so we actually made our pick before the game. So the game will be going on. So that'll be the first time ever we have a live pick going. Next up, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Golden State Warriors. This is the Christmas game of the NBA. There's always a big Christmas game going on.
Who is it?
It is the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors.
Dick. Pay attention for 2 seconds. You got like
Jesus
5 minutes
Christ.
left in the show.
I'm going with the Cavs to start. So.
Cavaliers is like Pirates, right?
Yep.
All right, I'll go with Pirates.
All right, you got the Cavs. Cole, who you got?
Warriors.
Warriors.
Still
Having a
on-
good season. Nick, you got?
Still only the one loss for the Warriors to the Bucks earlier, and they're at home. They're practically unstoppable with that crowd.
Practically unstoppable. Tyler, you got the Cavs or the Warriors?
I'm going to pick the Warriors.
Warriors.
Because Steph Curry and Klay Thompson are the 2 best guards in the
Come out
world.
to play. All right, next up, we've got the, let's do the Redskins versus the Eagles. This is the NFC East fight. That is just a terrible, terrible conference this season. You got the Eagles and you got the Redskins. You got the Giants and the Cowboys are all just having miserable seasons. But the Redskins can just about lock it up if they beat the Eagles this week. I'm going to go ahead and say the Eagles are going to take this one. I have a feeling they're going to win it. Tyler, who you got?
Oh my gosh, how can you pick against Kirk Cousins and the Redskins? You have to go. You have to pick them. They're awesome.
You like that, but you might have to pay for it if you use it in a broadcast later on. That's a whole other thing. Are we talking about that? Are we bringing that up?
I mean, we can. It's a thing that's going to happen.
He's
again.
trying to. Is it trademarking or copywriting? That's the
well,
slogan?
actually, a federal judge just came down today and said, like, even though it's like extremely offensive, we can't like regulate trademarks like that.
You like that?
Oh, I thought we were talking about the Redskins.
No. What? Kirk Cousins,
no,
right?
Cousins is trying to file a trademark on.
Oh yeah, that
like
too.
that.
Sorry,
That one.
I was still thinking.
Anyway,
I was
that
sorry.
one,
Hey,
not the Redskins.
It was a
thing.
trademark. Yeah.
It was trademark.
Yeah, it
Thank you
was.
very much, Nick. Woo! All right, now Nick, while we're at
you do
you,
it?
you got the Redskins or the Eagles?
It's a battle of the bad, and the Redskins are going to win it.
Redskins are taking this one. Cole, who you got?
Get it.
Hail
Get
to
it.
the Redskins. Hail
Get it.
victory.
Redskins. All right,
I have faith. I have faith.
John, you got the Eagles or Redskins?
His potato hand. Is what
Potato. All right. And last but not least, we got the 10-4 Packers at the 12-2 Cardinals. It's going to be a fun game going on Sunday. And let's start over there at the desk. Cole, who you got?
The Cardinals.
Cardinals. Nick, who you got?
I got to lean with the Cardinals. Unless the Packers can stick with the run game that's been working for them, they're unstoppable. I got to go with Cole.
I'm going Packers, man. They're lighting up again. They had a little rough patch there. I think they're back on track now. John, do you have the Packers or the Cardinals?
I used to play on a little league team we were called the Cardinals, and it was fucking horrible. So I'm gonna go with Packers.
Packers. Nice. And Tyler finishes off with.
Well, Aaron Rodgers packs Olivia Munn, so I'm going Packers.
That sounds like a porno.
All right. So I also want to point out last week Cole is Mr. Perfect.
Wait, Olivia Munn as in
going
like
5-0.
as in like
Olivia
Psylocke?
Munn. Yeah, like he's
5-0, Mr.
What team?
Cole.
Been overshadowed.
Green Bay.
Okay,
Nick
good. I
didn't
picked
pick
the right
last
team.
week, so he also went perfect or did terrible.
Didn't
so.
get any wrong.
Tyler, you and I both went 4-1 last week, and Ray was 3-2. So he ended up picking Ohio, New Mexico. They both lost to
What an
Appalachian State
idiot.
and Arizona in the respective games. And so, what else should we talk about? Should I talk about fantasy football real quick?
Yeah, we can talk about fantasy football real quick.
Okay, real
There you
quick.
go.
Want to point out fantasy football. We are in the final match. Ended up poor Tyler, lost to Bruce. He got knocked out. So the way it works is that you put 2 games and it's your total against each other, and you ended up losing in the total matchup.
Yeah, it's just bullshit. Cam Newton has his best game. I have Panthers defense they're beating the shit out of the Giants, and then they give up this amazing comeback. Eventually, Panthers win the game, but. Yeah, I was disappointed about that. That's what happens. At least I made it to the playoffs, unlike some people.
Ooh, yeah, John stopped even checking his thing.
I deleted my app on my phone. I was losing so badly, and I got like a notification. I don't know how this worked. I got a notification that one of my fuckers was injured, and that I should put him off the team.
Well, you used to come for me for help.
I did at the beginning, and then it just didn't work. No, I got a notification someone's injured. Went into all right, fine, I'll swap out someone. For some reason, my fucking app had logged me out, and I was like, all right, just delete it. I don't want to go look for my...
You didn't want to go back in after
I didn't know
that.
what my login info was, and so I just deleted it. So
So
That's like the laziest thing of all time.
My team is just barreling out into in the atmosphere.
Actually, I do that sometimes.
We have a
with
tweet
Netflix when I'm
from-
watching it.
But
Go
anyway,
ahead.
it's gonna be so it's me versus Bruce for the finals.
you
so
and
starting
Bruce.
this week, and you are playing Jeff in the third place game. So that should be fun.
that's going to be a fun
So-
romp in the sheets.
Stay tuned in 2 weeks for the final decision.
You think I can
Yeah,
smash it?
I got a little bit of leeway in there. Come on.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, got it. Oh, it's juicing.
I can hear it cracking.
Away from the mic.
Thank you, Nick.
That's
Where are Cole's mics?
Well, a little potato is like it's tougher.
All right, that's
I
it.
feel
That's
like
it
a
for me.
bigger
I'm all
potato,
done.
yeah. All right, so
Game
our
over, man. Let's get to Christmas.
Yeah, let's get to Christmas. Last segment of the show before
They call
we
me
get
Little
you guys
Potato
to the
down at the
holidays,
bars.
Is the 2-minute drill. There's 2 minutes.
2
left in
minute
the show.
drill.
We're gonna throw up some texts that you guys sent in, and we're gonna answer them as fast as possible. Jack, you're gonna start first. Cole, you're gonna read them. All right, let's do the 2 minute drill.
We should throw Cole a football. I think he was ready to catch a football. Oh yeah, there. Throw a potato. See if he catches it without looking, and throw it. Hey, look at that! He somehow it turned into a potato pigskin.
It's gone.
This show is fucking stupid.
It really fucking is.
I love it. All right,
I
2 minute
want to come
drill.
back every week.
2 minute drill. Let's do it. Cole, go.
What do you think of Nebraska beating Texas in the NCAA volleyball championship?
It's heartbreaking. I hate seeing the Horns lose. That's it.
What do you think about the Rams possibly moving to LA from St. Louis?
I think that's great. I don't like St. Louis. I think LA needs a team.
Yay.
John, Tyler, I love you. When is our wedding?
This is for you, John.
This is for me. Our wedding is when we set a date.
Aw.
I love
Go
you,
on
man.
a date.
Jack,
Who are
who are John's favorite teams?
Answer this question for
Your
John.
favorite teams are the Buffalo Bills and the New England lacrosse team that
Fire
contacted us
Ferrets and
today.
Slytherin.
Tyler, who are gonna be the two teams in the Super Bowl?
It's gonna be the Steelers, and it's going to be the
Cardinals, I know.
Cowboys.
I know the Cowboys.
John, can we actually talk about? Can we actually get some hockey talk
Dude,
tonight?
have you seen the way they do the overtime now with like only 3 guys on the ice and they're just like going back and forth like crazy when that happens? It's fucking amazing.
10 points for John for knowing sports.
More points.
John's up to 30.
If you eliminate umps, what will happen when you have technology failures?
You
call IT.
You have backups. That's what you do. You have umps as backups, but don't use them.
Oh yeah, because you use the robots as backups too. It's just a robot country, just Skynet. It's bullshit. Next question.
Tyler,
Country.
what is your opinion on Charles Woodson's retirement?
Fucking sad. All-time great. First ballot Hall of Famer, no question. One of the best DBs to ever play the game.
Good answer.
Yeah, I
That's
know it was.
we got 23 seconds
23
left.
seconds. John, what are you gonna do with that potato?
I'm going to shove it up somewhere.
Jack, where's he gonna shove it up?
You have to tune in next week to find out.
It's gonna be between Cole and Nick.
Huh?
There's a lot of space. There's quite a bit of
Yeah.
space.
Doing
All
kegels.
right, that's the end of the show. Thank you guys so much for joining us here on another edition of Sportsball Christmas Edition. Thank you to everybody in the broadcast booth. Thank you to Cole and to Nick, to our special guests, John Reisinger and Jack. Thanks, buddy, as always.
Absolutely.
We will see you next week.
Merry Christmas, Movie House. We love you.
When you hear he's made his picks, please don't be afraid. Call into the show and say these magic words. Fuck you, Tyler. You can suck my dick. You can't hurt us, Tyler, because you're way too short.
Jingle bells, Tyler smells, Jack built a Lego egg. I think Joel drives the Batmobile. Sportsball freeze today. Yay!
I wish you a winning season. I wish you a winning season. I wish you a winning season. And fuck Ohio.
Sanders will give you a shout out.
I'm very confused about that. We need it. Like, we don't have
that
time
made
to talk.
up?
What is he?
Well, we'll
Like,
catch.
that man has AIDS. Like, is that what he?
HIV. HIV.
Well, come on. Right.